Hello everybody! In this video I'll be showing you how to use a shopping service to order from TaoBao. I'll be showing you the ordering process, how to navigate pre-orders, and some general ordering tips, as well as some frequently asked questions that I've seen in a lot of threads and forums. I'll try and add some timestamps in the descriptions to the different sections that I'll be talking about in case you need to go to a specific one. I've tried to make this guide as friendly as I possibly could for both new Lolitas and veteran ones. So let's start! Okay, so for my example order, I'm going to be using the shopping service Beehiner. Voiceover in here. I just want to say that I'm not sponsored by Beehiner, and that I'm using them as my proxy example through this video as I've used them the most, and find their service the easiest to go through. However, there are a ton of other ones that you can use. I've heard of people using 42 Agent, Superbuy, and Yoibuy, and I'll put those in the links below. I'll just say that I haven't used those three, so I can't vouch for them, so I'd recommend doing some research on them. But I can vouch for Beehiner. When ordering from Beehiner, there are two main processes that you go through. Submitting your order, and then reviewing and confirming your shipping. When your order arrives at the proxy's warehouse, it'll be packed, measured, weighed, and then you'll be presented with your shipping charges. You'll often be given a multitude of different shipping prices, and this will range from airmail and sea mail to EMS, so make sure you choose the one that is right for you. EMS will obviously be more expensive, airmail and sea mail will be less expensive, but they take way more time. With Beehiner, once shipping is confirmed, you can ask them to mark down how much your package is worth, and this will go by percentages. I would advise you to always be truthful, because you can incur fees and get in a bit of trouble if you do so and they catch you. So maybe use that as at your own discretion. I can't tell you to use it or not. Most, if not all, shopping services will also provide you with proof pictures, just so that you know that what has arrived at their warehouse has actually arrived at their warehouse, or just in case you might have ordered it in a different color, you can message them and be like, oh, this is the wrong color, can I get it in pink instead? Most, if not all, TaoBao stores that you order from will have their size range, and this often ranges from an extra small to an extra large, and these are in Chinese sizes, not Western sizes. So I really recommend you take your measurements so that you can read them off the measurement chart. I'll link a really good measurement guide in the description below, as I believe that as Lolitas, we should be able to measure ourselves properly so that we can always make sure that we can fit into the things we love. One thing I forgot to mention in my main video when I was sat down talking was that Beehiner allows you to input links right from TaoBao. They also have a built-in search engine where you can input any phrases and words. They mostly have to be in Chinese if you're searching for things like blouses, skirts, or dresses, but some keywords like strawberry, bunny, or colors will garner you some results. Beehiner also has a built-in mall where you can have your results filtered to just Lolita items. Be aware, however, that not every product from every Lolita-related TaoBao store will show up, and some products won't be related to Lolita at all, as I'm 90% certain they use tag or title functions to filter results, so keep that in mind. When inputting links into Beehiner, it will also convert the Chinese yuan into your chosen currency, and translate some of the options into your language as well. Beehiner also allows you to source the product back to the original TaoBao store, as well as give you a synced store on Beehiner's side. This is really useful if you want to look at the store's items, but also see the converted prices. A lot of these stores aren't fully synced, however, so I'd recommend looking into the original shop site to see every product. One thing that you can also do with shopping services is ask questions about your listing or the product that you want to buy. I find that Beehiner has really good customer service, and I'll usually get a reply to my question within around a day, maybe even an hour if it's within their time zone. Some really good questions to ask your shopping services if you need them would be something like, would it be possible to translate the size chart? Or you could do, which option is the one for insert color or size here? You could also do, does this item have custom sizing? Because some TaoBao stores do, but they might not always have it listed, or you just might not be able to figure out which option to choose for that. Another one that I find really useful is when coming to pre-orders, you can ask them how much something would be as a total, as when you're doing pre-orders, the listing will often only be for the first pre-order payment. In regards to that last question, let's talk about pre-orders. You can pre-order over a shopping service or a proxy, The thing that I recommend doing before you do this is to send the listing to your shopping service and ask them how much the total cost will be for that order. Normally the listing will have a first payment price, which is probably around about £5, but then you'll have to also pay the second pre-order price, which could be anything from £25 all the way up into 60s. So it would be a very good idea to ask your shopping service how much the total cost would be if you want to pre-order something. Recently I did this with my Diamond Honey apron, and with Beehiver I actually paid for the deposit, and then they messaged me and said, "This is a pre-order item, would you like to pay the remainder, which was £25, into your Beehiver wallet, and then we'll just handle the rest for you," which I think is really good. What they also do is if you message them and be like, "Is this a pre-order? And if so, what's the total cost?" They will tell you the total cost, and then they'll update their listing to be the full cost of the pre-order. So you can basically let them handle everything, which I think is really good because it saves me and you hassle in the long run. The last thing I should mention is that if you're wanting to order something on pre-order, but you're also wanting to order stuff that is just normal ordering, you should consider if you're able to wait for both the pre-order stuff and your normal stuff to arrive. With pre-order stuff, there is a set date that they release something. So my apron was set to release on the 26th, and I think I ordered around the 10th. So you have to weigh your options and decide if you're able to wait for your pre-order stuff to arrive, and then plus the shipping time, or if you really need your items, your regular ones, to arrive first. If you do want your regular items to arrive first, I would suggest making 2 different orders. You will have to pay 2 different shipping fees, but if you really need something to arrive before your pre-order is released, that's probably the best way to go about it. Let's talk shop links. In the description of this video, I'll be linking a spreadsheet that I've curated myself with a bunch of brands that I've either personally bought from or I know have a really good reputation in the Lolita community, along with some lesser known indie brands that sell accessories and have really good reviews. I've tried really hard to link every store that I could think of, but if I've missed a few and you think they should be on there, please feel free to add them into the comments and I'll add them to my spreadsheet. For now, here are some stores that I'm familiar with, and I'll put them in this sort of area and you can check them out, and I'll add their link in the description too. How about group orders? Group orders are a great way for your comm or your friends to order stuff from TaoBao and have cheaper shipping fees. The best way to go about this would be to assign someone in your group to be the responsible person who is going to be doing all the ordering via their shopping service. The best way that I think to do this would be to have a spreadsheet or just a document in general and have everyone's name and the items that they want along with their price. The best way to go about paying for your group order would be for the responsible person to send a screenshot of the final shipping price. With Beehiver, they add on the fees after you've taken it through the checkout option, so you can see the final fees before you pay for them. Please don't forget this, as if you do, the responsible person will be going out of pocket paying for fees, and it's probably not the best idea. Another thing is, you should probably pay the person who is buying all of this for you beforehand. It's probably just common etiquette, but some people might forget. Like I said, the biggest bonus to this is cheap shipping, which means that you can get EMS shipping for less than half the price if there is a large group of you paying. The last thing I want to talk about are TaoBao Re-Sellers. These are often websites like Devil Inspired, Spree Picky, My Lolita Dress, and the store Lollygals on AliExpress. These stores will have brands and products listed from TaoBao, but they'll have a hefty price markup. This will often include the shopping service fee. You'll still have to pay shipping, and sometimes this can be cheaper than buying from a shopping service via TaoBao, but sometimes it'll be more expensive. So the best thing to do about this would be to add both things to your cart in the 2 different websites and sort of weigh in for yourself, see what would be better for you. Probably the best thing about this sort of thing with resellers would be that you don't really have to faff with shopping services, and you can just add the product straight to your cart and you're done, and you don't really have to worry about it. But for this, you are paying extra, so please keep that in mind. I really hope this clears the process up, and then you can start ordering from TaoBao using a shopping service more confidently. If you have any questions, please leave a comment down below and I will try my best to answer them for you. I have a partner video with this one that I'll link in the description. Please don't forget about the master list that I've linked also down in the description. I hope everyone has a really good day. See ya!